this is another unboxing video. Another cool product that I just received today, this morning, and can't wait to share it with you guys. So what it is a cruise control for your motorcycle. What it does pretty much is, after you turn the throttle, you flip it and it actually holds the throttle stuck. So that way when you do a long ride, you know, your hand doesn't get tired. I have a 2005 Suzuki Boulevard C90, pretty big motorcycle, and I love that motorcycle. I love riding it, but it gets tiring very quickly. So yeah, I ended up getting this one. There's a lot of them out there, but I wanted something that was easy to install, that was easy to maintain, or at least not require any kind of maintenance, and that was somewhat safe. I mean, that was, yeah, kind of makes sure it's not something that might get stuck, because you don't want that to happen. With a motorcycle, you have a clutch. So let's say the throttle was to get stuck, just hold down the clutch, and it doesn't matter how loud or how high the throttle is, you can still slow down with both of your brakes, properly. Just you're not gonna be able to downshift and let go, otherwise the motorcycle's gonna, rev like crazy. So that's a good thing. But yeah, so I ended up getting this one. This is what it looks like, because I already opened it. So this is that, which pretty much, so this is what it would look like to me. Let me flip it around. This is what it would look like to you. So this will be on the inside of the handlebar. This will be on the throttle itself, around it. And when it's time for you to lock it, you would just do this. And that would be the lock. So now it locks the throttle at whatever position that you had it. And when you wanna, let go of it, you put your finger underneath and flip that back. Boom, and the throttle release. So that's that. It comes with these extra clips and grommets. The funny part not funny, but the interesting part I like about this is it has this little warning sticker here, because they all have to have it. And what it says is that, warning, product intended to hold throttle open. Improper use can cause death. Like, it's not like improper use can cause serious injuries or death. No, skip the serious injury part. Improper use can cause death. Wow! Alright guys, so let me walk you through how I installed my cruise control. This is my Allen wrench, so I'm going to use a number 5 to move the clutch and master cylinder a little bit to the right, because when you look at this, it is too close. So I need to space it out a little bit so this can sit properly, so it's not crooked, so it's not pinching in like this. Wipe that down real quick. Now this bracket itself does use an Allen wrench, but a much smaller one, so let's see. And interesting enough, it did not come with one. That's something I thought was going to happen. So this uses a 3. Yes, so a number 3 for the bracket screw. There are 2 little clips like this with a little nipple that fits inside of here on either side. But in case your handlebar was smaller than the normal size, let's see if I put it on with one, if it'll be too small. Yeah, most definitely. So if your handlebar is smaller, then you use those little clips to fill in. If not, then this goes on just normally. Mine is not the small one, so I'm just going to use it as is. Now I have the bracket on. It's nice and secure. It's not completely tight yet because I have not, once I put this and adjust exactly how close to this body I want it, then I'll fasten it completely. Also, this one is still loose, again, because I'm not sure if where I'm going to leave it. So the next part is putting the clamp that's going to hold around the throttle. So for mine, it's going to be this one, the thinner one. So I put this way toward the very inside. I slide this over, so everything fits inside very nicely, snug and well. Alright, now I'm going to mount the spring between this right here, so that way when I clip it down, it has that spring-loaded effect when you release it. Now, one thing I realized is that the part that swivel is the chrome rim, the metal rim around the plastic bezel. So the plastic bezel is actually always holding onto the throttle. So like this, when I turn the throttle, you can see this move. So this is always holding on. The only time it clamp is when you flip it and now it holds the throttle. Like right now, it's actually already holding it without me really even start to tighten it. So that's why I'm saying just it does not need much. So when you twist the throttle, as you can see, everything rotates except that metal ring right here. That's what holds this whole thing when you lock it. So let's say I'm right here and then I do this, now it's locked in whatever that position is. And then when I release it, something cool I just realized is that it doesn't just jump back. It kind of does like a slow release. So let's check it out real quick. See how the throttle is going back slowly? It doesn't just jump back. So maybe this wasn't far enough. Let me do it at almost full throttle and then release it. And these are the things that I've realized. Well, pretty much it's just one thing. When I was riding highway speed 60, 65 miles an hour, it was okay the way I had it tight. After I locked it, because the motorcycle shakes so much because it's so big, it tends to somehow wiggle the throttle back on its own, slowly but noticeably, that I can see the speed, coming down very, very slowly. At some point, I even had to borrow a plier from someone at the gas station that I stopped at to tighten a little bit more, so that way I can, keep going with the cruise control on. As you can see right now, the way I have it tightened, the spring in between is almost touching top to bottom, which means there really isn't much more that I can tighten it. Now, I wouldn't say that everybody would be the same, but it's pretty much would be based on your motorcycle's, vibration sensitivity, how much it vibrates. So, different motorcycle size, different things, but because mine is a 1500, it vibrates quite a lot. And yeah, so that's the only update, is that yes, this little screw right here, you may have to adjust it based on how you ride, how your motorcycle does, how much it vibrates on the freeway at 60, 70 miles an hour. But yeah, mine, I found myself having to adjust it multiple times. Right now I left it at this because I don't want it to be so far down that when I engage it, the spring is touching top to bottom. I want to have the spring to have a little bit of a play, so that's why I left it at here. Right now, the way it is, it's still the speed still comes down a little bit, but I would say it's probably like 1 to 2 miles an hour every, I would say, 10 to 20 seconds. So what I've realized that if I do, which I don't know if it's good for it or if I'm going to end up paying for that later on, is that if, let's say, I engage it as I am throttling up, it somehow hooks it better. Meaning, this is what I'm talking about. If I'm throttling up and I know where I'm going to stop it, so if I throttle a little bit as I'm engaging it, then it doesn't come back as fast or at all. Versus if I throttle to where I need to be and then I engage it and left it, then it would wiggle itself back to, all the way down. I mean, I don't know how far it would go, probably up, down as far until there's not enough, vibration to release it, because it's pretty tight on there. It just, the small little vibrations you don't realize make a big difference. So yeah, that's it. That's my update. But beside that, I love this system. I love it. I like how simple and clean it looks. And yeah, I would recommend it to anyone. Just pay attention to the adjustment screws. You may have to adjust it up or down based on your the way your motorcycle vibrates. Cool. Thank you very much, guys, and be safe out there. God bless.